folks, I'm Matt, and welcome to my Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. That wasn't bad, was it?
Matt Wilkins on the mic, hit the hyperdrive. 9K strong, rebel staying alive. Expand the universe, we deep in the lore. Legends in the books, yeah, we back for more. Dice rolling, boards spread across the map. Strategy kings, no time for a nap. From Carlson streets to indoor trees, board game tactics moves like a breeze. 9K strong, the force is here. Matt Wilkins channel, grab a chair. Star Wars dreams, the board game's clean. Celebrating now, it's the ultimate team. Far, but it feels so near. Legends never die, keep the vision clear. Thrawn tactics, Mara JD's glare. Tim's on blocks, yo, we been there. Board game nights, settling a time. Dice roll hot, got the master plan. Wilkins crew got subs in the fleet. Rebels unite, yo, the vibe's complete. From Alderaan ashes to Tatooine suns, legends stay alive and the fun's never done. Flip the script, no canon combined. The expanded universe always on the grind.
Well, there we go. There we go. That I should end on that, right? Happy 9K. Happy 9K, everyone. Look at that. Alex already with $2. Thank you. I'm actually, Alex, I've got the Pib Extra going today. They're making old school Pib now. And I tried to look for some. They're not here. But I tried to look for some and none was available. So unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I mean, she still got me the Pib Extra, which I need to know if there's a difference between Pib and Pib. I'm sure there is with Pib Extra. They changed the formula. But it's still good old Pib to me. Let me tap that off. And there's an empty can right there. Howdy, howdy, howdy. So anyway, good to see everyone. Who is that guy who hasn't been to my church lately? Who's that guy? Who literally is that guy that has not been to my church lately? I need to know. Yes, I got the Pib Extra and something a little special. Something a little special. Guess what? We're opening up the streaming line. Oh, one of the Clark brothers. Okay, hey, yeah. Well, come on and bring it. We're opening up the phone lines. We're going to let you come in, dial in, maybe ask a question, come hang out. I only have X amount of people who can be on the channel, be on the stream at one time. So once the first one comes on, once you bump off, I'll let you bump off. But I think that's what we'll do, right? Should we open up the streamline, just make the stream public for anyone to join? 9,000, that's pretty good. You know, I didn't even know I hit it. I think Lance had to tell me on a stream. He said, "Hey, you're at 9K." I was like, "I think I'm like 60, 40 short or something." And then I was like, "Oh, well, look at that." So what we'll do is hit that streamline button right now. Oh, there it is. It's out there. I think it's out there. I hope it's out there. It is. So first come, first serve. I know there's going to be a big rush at the beginning. Make sure, of course, to have the YouTube dialed down, the volume dialed down when you get on and everything. Come on, ask a question, hop back off. We'll try to get as many people on as we can who want to come in, say hello or whatnot. Thought it'd be something fun for 9K. And of course, first one to join.
Hello.
Hey. And
I'm driving.
You're driving. Look at that. Driving and following a link. How dangerous are you?
I was at a red light. It's fine.
You know, I was talking to Brennan weekend, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good to hear from him. And I guess he said, "Yeah, I don't do that many videos." And then he came out with a video about what movies he'd been watching.
From last year.
I know. So, yeah. Hold on. I'm going to bring someone else on. Is it
Hello,
Kermit?
hello.
Hello.
Sorry, it's real quiet. I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay, but you can hear, right?
Yeah, just really quiet.
You're good. It's very quiet, is what you're saying. So I need to be louder. No one's told me that.
Yeah, just something with my phone's volume or something.
Got it. Kermit, where are you?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you are.
Excellent. Kermit, where are you from?
From Ohio.
Ohio. One of those videos I just showed was in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, really?
I traveled up there frequently back in the day, and even went up to Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland.
Well, it was actually north of Cleveland. There's some toy store, some big toy store up there. I can't remember the name of the small town. So, but it was up near Cleveland, and I wanted to go to that big giant toy store. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, sadly, I'm from Southern Ohio, the Dayton area, if you're familiar with that. But
okay.
I'm familiar with all that.
I've driven there and flown there for work, had to drive there for work because afterwards I was going to Gen Con, which is in Indianapolis, which is not that far away.
Oh, yeah, not at all. Indianapolis, just like a little hour drive. It ain't nothing.
No, it's not. Now, this is my first time meeting you.
Yeah.
So there you go. So let me ask you, what are you here for? The Star Wars? Are you here for the board games? Are you here for Alex?
I'm here for the Star Wars mainly. I watch a board game video every now and then. I watch a Sam and Flange every now and then.
That's fine.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, but the Star Wars ones, good. I'm glad. I'm really happy that everyone's been enjoying the RPG. I had a conversation with a few people. I've had a conversation, Scott Johnson and a few others that said they've really enjoyed it. And I've really enjoyed it because there's a lot of different lore in there that, Alex, are you part of Brady Fine Editions, his podcast? Do you partake?
I come on occasion.
I thought you did.
I mean, I watch it.
I believe
I come on occasion.
Yeah, not to give spoilers on Brady's channel, but methinks they're going through the original Han Solo Brian Daly trilogy. And
that was on my channel. Yeah.
Oh, y'all did that already?
Yeah, we just did that on my channel.
Oh, you just did that? Oh, okay. That's the one Scott was talking about. I thought he meant on Brady's channel. I thought he meant on Brady's channel. Okay, where he talked about the corporate sector source book from Westing Games.
Yes, we did.
Yes. Okay, all right. I haven't seen that one yet. I thought he said he was doing that on Brady's. Okay.
That's easy to confuse. He's on so many podcasts. He's so popular. So
okay, so you had the podcast. Wait. Which one was the one he made? Did he make you the song for your podcast? The droid song?
He did. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I just got it mixed up then. I thought he said Brady. He must have meant you. That's an awesome song, intro song.
Yeah, he made it with AI.
Yeah, check out Alex's channel. But it sounds, I mean, the rhymes and everything, and that they set it's set to the music of the old Droids cartoon. Kermit, am I saying that right? Is it Kermit?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, don't let me mispronounce your name. I remember there was a guy. His name was spelled Jamie, and I kept calling him Jamie, and everyone kept laughing. I was like, "Why are you guys laughing?" And give it, this was like a 3.5-week class. They said, "Oh, you keep calling him Jamie." I was like, "Well, what's his real name?" It was in Phoenix. He was Hispanic. Jaime.
Jaime? I would have never got that. I'd have been mispronouncing that all week.
I didn't even know. And so when Jaime came back, I said, Jaime. And he kind of grinned. I went, "That's your name? You've been making me mispronounce your name this entire time." Yeah. So a question by Soul about Amos Day. They're reprinting a lot of the RPG books. I believe it's just the Fantasy Flight ones, but they have stopped making new RPG for Star Wars, which is a weird time right now.
Really?
Yes, they only reprint the. If I'm right, Soul, I think it's just the Fantasy Flight. Which, if you know, Fantasy Flight is also owned by Amos Day. They just took those away and they gave them. What's the name? It's Amos Day, but there's a company, Midnight Syndicate, or I can't remember, some little RPG people that kind of hold on to the rights, but they don't develop any more content for RPG, which is really weird because, you know, RPG used to be, I'm sure it's still a thing, but, and by the way, spoilers, it doesn't get any better than West End Games.
No.
You're going to hear me complain a lot when I get to Wizards of the Coast. Only because Wizards of the Coast did it to themselves. They shot themselves in the foot because not only did they have to follow the West End Games Act, but this is also during the heyday, meaning the prequels were coming out. The books, everything was super popular, and it felt like a lot of times they melded in and just didn't deliver like West End Games did. And had so much opportunity. And there is some, I'll be doing some comparisons in a way when I get to Wizards of the Coast, that it's just not as good. But Kermit, you are familiar with the RPGs, are you not?
Yeah, I am. I got a really, really crazy good deal at a antique store near me, and I got a giant box full of the West End Games RPG books, just a whole truckload. Woo! For an amazing price. And I'm looking online. It's like for the you'll find like $100, $200 a pop. A lot of them. Yeah, and I got just a steal of a deal. So I got very, very lucky with like I got like 30 or 40, maybe like a lot.
That is great. Now this is in the 2010s when I started collecting this. Early 2010s. The expanded universe was still canon back then, but still they were getting kind of hard to find. And I went to a comic book store. I said, "Do you have any RPGs?" He said, "Yeah, it's underneath the shelf." So I had to dig it out, and it was all Wizards of the Coast stuff. He had no West End Games stuff, but I didn't have any Wizards of the Coast stuff. And I went, you know what? I was only collecting West End Games at the time, and I went, dang, he almost has a complete collection of Wizards of the Coast. I'm just going to take it all. So I took all those hardback books, all but one came from his store. I remember it was the Starships of the Galaxy was the only one I couldn't find. Had to pay $75 for that one. But all the other ones, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm spending like hundreds of dollars here. I went, no, screw it. Let's get it. And I didn't know what he was going to charge. So I gave it to him. He went, okay, we're going to do half price on all these. Half price on the cover price.
Now that's good.
I was like, oh! And so I got it for like just a couple hundred. I was so happy. And then Fantasy Flight was coming out at the time. And so I started collecting it as it was very easy to find. But the Wizards of the Coast stuff, I almost got in one full swoop. There's like just like a few more manuals or whatnot, like the Attack of Theed. That was one I had to get separately. But I got that for $5. I remember I found that for $5 somewhere. But the thing is, though, it was just like that was a good deal I had. Now, Alex, what's the best deal you've ever got? Bargain deal.
Bargain deal?
Yeah.
I went to a bookstore called The Last Bookstore in LA, Now, I'm fine saying that because it's pretty far from where I live, so I don't care. But I got one of the more rarer Junior Jedi Knights books for like $5 because I didn't know what they had on them, so I took it. Because I know when I've looked for that online, it's been rather pricey since they don't reprint them. So
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Very nice. Very nice. Very good deal there. All right, folks, I'm putting out the link again. If you want to join the StreamYard, ask a few questions, you're welcome. Remember, Alex is the first one to get booted off, so I really need more people filling in so we can boot Alex off.
and it's not because I just got on.
Get
It's
him outta
because
here.
of Palpatine. You know, he's discriminating against Palpatine love. So
Oh, I know. So other plans I have for these streams is I'm going to do those watch throughs for the movies 1 through 6. I thought we'd do some watch throughs. And then I have a special guest coming on 1. And then the last one, I don't know. I kind of want a special guest, but I don't know if I could get that one. So, but I plan on this one just having a bunch of people come in and say hello and whatnot. So we're celebrating 9,000, which, you know, now the next mark is 10,000, which I reach in 2027.
it'll happen next year.
It's slow growth, but it doesn't matter because the thing is, at this point, I am having fun talking about Star Wars. I'm having fun doing my board games, doing my podcast. I'm just having fun doing this. You love some of it, you love all of it, you love none of it, and you just watch. Well, I don't even know why you're subscribed if you love none of it. But if you love some of it or all of it, and again, the biggest one are the Star Wars ones. And of course, the biggest thing I ever do is A More Civilized Age every month. And we're going out with a bang on that one in December. And then I've got a whole slate I need to run by my crew. I know I've got at least 6 months worth, maybe more, of topics. And Ryan just can't believe we've been doing this for so long. I said, well, Ryan, we only talk about 12 times a year. So it's not like I'm making 52 of these if it was a weekly show, we'd run out of ideas really quick. But because it's monthly, I'm pretty sure I can come up with monthly stuff. Let me ask you this, Kermit, since I've never spoken to you before. Favorite EU author?
Favorite EU author? That's difficult.
Oh, you can give me a
That's
top
very
3.
difficult. Now, as far as like actually reading the EU, I'm somewhat new to it. I started collecting about
That's fair.
a year and a half ago. But
really?
Yeah, somewhat recently. Throughout my whole life, the biggest Star Wars fan in the whole world, but I always, watching YouTube videos about it, or I was more in the video game realm.
Okay.
And your videos, the Magic Expanded Universe, it's how I forget what I was looking up. I think it was Crimson Empire. I came across a copy of Crimson Empire, and I was like, this looks awesome. I read through it. I was like, okay, I want to watch a little review, see if this is where this stacks up. Came across that Max Expanded Universe for the Crimson Empire, and then I was just hooked immediately. I thought to myself, Disney bought Star Wars. Star Wars is pretty much dead. They've ruined it for me. It's just the art style. There's no it's not very inspired. It all looks very drab. And
Okay,
I figured out. Oh,
No,
go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
Oh, well, essentially, I came to the conclusion that if all of the Star Wars that I've watched it all, I've played it all the video games I played, all that. My last thing of good Star Wars is the books, the graphic novels, the short stories, all that. That's my last frontier, and I have to conquer all that.
That's awesome. That's an awesome story. So, all right, before the end, you were into video games. So, did you try out the new canon? Did you try out the new movies and stuff like that? What was it like?
I mean,
if you don't know, I don't care if you liked it or not. It's fine. It doesn't matter to me. But I just wanted to hear about this path here.
So, I was probably like 14 when I heard that they were being bought. I forget what year it was, but I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And my first instinct was Disney, they make princess movies, right? I don't know how I feel about that. I was like, maybe it'll be cool. New Star Wars could be cool. I like the Clone Wars show. In retrospect, I did start off with the Tartakovsky's Clone Wars. I had DVDs of it. My dad showed me. Those were awesome. I love those better, no matter what.
Excellent.
But I heard about it, and even as a little kid, I was like, that's kind of weird. What about George Lucas? I like the games. And I was hesitant But then I saw the new design for the Stormtroopers. It was like this leaked photo on Instagram way back in the day. And I was like, that looks really lame. I like laughed at it. I was like, ooh, that looks really lame. Then the movie came out, and obviously, so many emotions going through the air. I was like, yeah, it's kind of cool. But then as the months went on, I was just like, it was just the same thing. And then I fell out of love for that. But I've in the time since then, I've spent the last 10 years working on like a Star Wars mod for a game. I've got a few thousand people interested in. And I'm doing creative things to like help keep the EU alive in whatever small way I can.
That's interesting. So let me ask you this: what video games did you? Because that's my weak spot, is the video games. I didn't play, and this is the weird thing. I love video games back in the day. I love Star Wars. I rarely, if ever, played a Star Wars video game. I love board games, but I rarely have that. I don't have but 2 Star Wars games in my entire collection. And there's tons of Star Wars games out there, but for some reason, I've never been able to mix those hobbies. Like I was talking to Brian Borg the other day. We were talking about getting Battle for Hoth. Basically, it is a reskin. And by the way, if anyone hadn't seen this game, it is amazing. It's a reskin of another game called Battle Cry. Battle Cry is like one of my favorite games, vintage games ever. Like number 2 or 3 on my list right now for vintage games. It's this great strategy game where you're playing these cards from the right flank, center flank, and left flank, and moving pieces around. And you can move someone from your right flank to your center, or from center to left, or from left to center, or from center to right, to help you keep playing cards. And you're trying to take down certain objectives. And there's they're on these tiles that can make you do things. And it's not that complicated a game. And that they made a Battle for Hoth reskin of the game. That's really awesome. I
saw that recently. It caught my eye, but I wasn't sure if I was going to, take the plunge on it or not.
Yeah. Look at Battle Cry. If no one's done a review, I think a few people have done reviews on Battle for Hoth, but it's just like a Civil War game called Battle Cry. And Battle Cry is just amazing. And it's not complicated in what you have to do. The complication is the strategy. Oh man, do I attack from the right, left, center? Where do I move? How do I position? A lot of it's just positioning your people before you play that special card that can do this or something. And it's a lot of card management. That's the crux of the game. The basic mechanics are very simple to learn, but the strategy is really there. So Brian was thinking about getting it, and I was kind of hyped on it, but I was like, well, I have Battle Cry. And the thing is, I should like it because it's Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So interesting. So, I mean, it still may be on my list. I may put it down for everyone's asking me for Christmas presents around here. So I may put it down as a Christmas present or something. But either way, though, I don't mix my two loves. But video games was the one I'm weakest on. And one of the things that I'm not going to be done with RPGs till, in my estimation, early 2027.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I've definitely got all next year covered and a little bit into 2027. There's just so much material out there. But afterwards, one of the things I am considering is doing a watch through for all the video games and trying.
I think it'd be really interesting with like your old style and everything. If you could like do a kind of a, I don't know if you'd say like a Magic Expanded Universe, but like your review style for like KOTOR 1 and 2, that'd be awesome because those really are just like playing through a book, except you're helping write it. There's different endings. It'd be interesting to see how you cover that. It'd be cool.
It'd be me for the first time experiencing a lot of that. I played a little bit of KOTOR, but it was way past its prime back in the day, and it didn't pull me in. I played a few other games as well, but not as much. So video games are the ones that, that's my weakest one. But the video games were a big proponent for EU because people loved playing those video games. They wanted to know more of that lore. I think that's the biggest missed opportunity with the Expanded Universe is, man, they should have just started churning out Kyle Katarn stuff and Jaden Core and all. I mean, they did a few books and whatnot, but keep churning out. If they would have put the official novel of Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic, the official novel, hotcakes, sold like video gamers would have bought it. EU book readers, I bought all the books associated with a game, like all the Old Republic books. What's it called? Oh goodness gracious!
Republic Commando?
Star Killer.
Oh, Star Killer.
Force Unleashed.
Okay. Force
Force
Unleashed.
Unleashed. Yeah, I bought both of those. I mean, I will buy the novelizations. I'll buy the comic versions too
Ooh,
because I want to know.
KOTOR
I
was
forget
really
what your
easy
opinion
too
was,
because
but I
it's
loved
so story heavy.
I love the comic book version of Force Unleashed. I thought it was awesome watching Boba Fett's perspective from all of it.
I thought it was great.
It was awesome.
I thought it was great. Hayden Blackman did a good job writing it. It's something different. We're still following the story, but it's from Boba Fett's perspective. I thought that was very smart, and I enjoyed it. And the thing is, I didn't even know that much about the video game, except from what I got from the novel and the comic book. But I thought it was excellent. So what? I'm sorry. Back to my original question. What was the what were some of the video games that were your favorites for Star Wars?
Definitely Battlefront, the Battlefront series 1 and 2. That was the first game I ever played. I played with my dad as a young little lad, doing like 5-year-old WWE elbow slams on him, playing co-op split screen. It was awesome. I'd probably burned through 20 PS2 discs of it, just playing it so much. It was the best. You can play it forever. I've been playing it for 24 years now, and I'm going to be playing it till I'm dead. It's awesome.
Wow. So we have some answers here about X-Wing. X-Wing, the thing is, I didn't even know that Farlander was a character. He's mentioned in New Jedi Order, and I missed the reference. The first time through because I didn't know who Farlander was. I thought it was just a regular character. Someone else says Shaz the Empire. Shaz the Empire is one I hear a lot. A lot of people loved it. And, of course, Tim's saying that Real Battlefront is awesome as well. Now, guys, I did post the link in the chat here. If you want to join and jump on, that's totally fine.
I would probably send it again if they've been texting messages a lot. It gets buried. So
I mean, it's not that buried. I can still see it on the stream, but I'll post it again later on. But I mean, when it disappears on the thing, I'll put it up again. But Empire at War is another one someone just mentioned.
Empire at War is awesome, an amazing game. It's got the two games I'd be really interested in seeing you review in the far future or whatever would be Republic Commando, because you're obviously not a very big Karen Travis fan, but I think that game is immaculate. And
honestly, that's probably why a lot of people were fans of the books.
Oh, probably because the game is so cool. I can see getting through an entire book series just off that game. The soundtrack is amazing. Everything about it is awesome.
The funny thing is the book series focuses on a completely different team. Like the team that's in the video game only pops up here and there.
Still, that game will get you through it. I guarantee it. Empire War, awesome too.
All right. So what is an underrated video game? One that people don't talk about, but they probably should. I'm very interested in this because I don't have a dog in this fight. Alex, you can answer that too if you have an answer. I'll give you a game that I like. Remember, I'm a non-Star Wars gamer, but I always loved the original Rogue Squadron for N64. I thought that was so much fun. You played some of the movie, you're on the Battle of Hoth and whatnot, but you also, and the bonus level was Dark Empire, where you're taking down the world devastators in V-Wings.
No way. I didn't know they had a bonus level.
They had a bonus secret level from Dark Empire. I didn't even know that when I bought it. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is from the comic book. And it was amazing. It's the one time, if you beat everything or something, you can unlock the V-Wing and have a Dark Empire adventure from the comic book that was big at the time. And I was like, this is awesome. Now, the second one sucked. I hated it. It was for GameCube. It was awful. And then the only other ones I ever played was Star Wars Pod Racer. Episode 1 was all the thing. Pod Racer, just Pod. I mean, it was fine. I played it, but it wasn't probably the best. And then the other one was, oh gosh, what was the other one I always played? Play on PlayStation, Masters of the Terrace Key. And if you want to go even farther back, because I'm old, the Super Nintendo, I played Super Star Wars, Super Empire, and Super Return of the Jedi, and I love those games.
Those games are rough.
Yeah, they were hard to beat. Some of them were, and I played them over and over and over again. I absolutely loved those games as a kid. So for me, you never knew about the game Rogue Squadron 2. The only reason I bought GameCube is because of Rogue Squadron 2, the NCAA I used to play, but then it had no memory, so it was just it was an awful machine. And then Zelda Wind Waker, I think that was the GameCube release.
Wind Waker, yeah.
And that was the last one I think I beat. But the thing was, I was bored most of the time. I was very disappointed. I didn't like the Super Nintendo ones either. But that was the straw that broke the camel's back for me when it came to Nintendo. I mean, when
You
it came
like
to
Wind
Zelda.
Waker?
Wind Waker was fine, but I just felt like I was I felt like just like the last two, Mask of Majoro and what's the other one for Super Nintendo?
Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina. Didn't like them. For
Really?
me, it was. For me, I know those are very popular. For me, and I played those during the time they released, and I still wasn't impressed. Because for me, I love the Super Nintendo one. Now, since then, I replayed that one. That is not the best one. I used to think that was the best one in my head. It's the original all day long. However, Wind Waker was fine. It was better than the other two N64 ones, but I was like, I guess I don't want to follow this anymore. Steven says that Rogue Squadron was his first game played for the N64 and the 90s. Yeah. Oh, it's on Steam now. Someone else says they like Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. Very underrated.
I say it's probably underrated. It's like an original story before episode 1.
It's just a tie-in to episode 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it has that character pops up in a comic. I don't know if it's in the Tales or what, but the guy pops up.
And Melissa says, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say that game has an appearance from Nim, if you're a Nim guy.
Yeah.
I read the Starfighter comic books, and I love Nim as a character.
Was that the one with it was all about Nim, and he went on I watched your review on that. I was like, no way it's going to be that good. You were like, you need to read this.
Oh, I thought it was great. I thought Nim's a great character. And even though I didn't know the video game, they did a great job with that comic book series, and I wanted to see more.
Melissa, I would agree on FF7, but I prefer FF6.
Hold on. Melissa said Bounty Hunter 2002 is underrated. Rebel Assault 1 is basically unplayable. Rebel Assault 2 is pretty decent. Wow. Oricana and Wind Waker are two of the best ones in Melissa's opinion.
No, I mean it's a pretty common opinion.
No, I know. I'm in the minority as always when it comes to that. All right, folks. There's the SteamYard. Address again. If you want to join, you're welcome to join. We're trying.
He really
to
wants me gone, guys.
We're trying to boot Alex out as much as we can, but we're talking video games, Star Wars video games, which I don't play that much. I'll be honest. I thought Arden Lynn from the what's it called? Master of the Terrace Key. I thought she was going to be a bigger person in the EU because she was this new character we're going to see a lot of. I think maybe we had a short story or whatnot. I don't know. But either way, though, I was Tarakasi. Yeah, I don't know. I think
it's pronounced like Terrace Kasi, I think.
Terrace Kasi, thank you. All right, but the thing is though, it was a ripoff of Street Fighter, which was popular at the time, but it doesn't matter because I still enjoyed it too. Now I heard on PlayStation they did it eventually for some games, bring in Darth Vader as a person, and they've made more fight games since then. But I got out of video games. What was the last one? Batman Arkham City was the last thing.
It was like 2010.
Yeah,
pretty good game though.
Yeah, no, it was an excellent game. And then shortly after that, I was done because Arkham Knight was coming out on the Xbox One. I was like, at the time, I was like, I'm not going to buy an Xbox One just for one stinking game. So that's when I knew I had to tap out. Question for Kermit, because this is his stream. Do you like the PS3 Xbox 360 version or the PS2 Wii version of The Force Unleashed?
Okay, so this is an interesting question. Matt, you got all the crazy knowledge on the books. This is kind of a slice of the crazy knowledge for the games.
Sure.
Now, the difference between Force Unleashed console to console, platform to platform is actually crazy. The story's different, the gameplay's different levels, different everything. It's like you're playing different games if you're playing it on the PlayStation 2 or the PC. It's really weird. And like for the longest time, I played it first on the PlayStation 2. And whenever I played it on the PC, I was like, this doesn't feel right. Something's not right here. go figure, they're completely different games. But to answer your question, the PS2 will forever be my favorite version. It's got the Imperial Navy Commandos, which are like, that's the only place those troopers are shown in all of Star Wars, and I think their design looks awesome. Probably the coolest Imperial troopers out there. And it feels better. It feels like there's more soul into it. I don't know how to say, probably just nostalgia, but PS2 all the way.
Wow. Okay, look at that. He said, Soul says the Xbox 360 had better graphics and outfits, but PS2 had the real story, is what he says.
That might be it. It's an amazing little thing.
Wow. Now, Alex, did you have favorite video games?
Favorite video games in general or Star Wars?
We'll say Star Wars for right now. Then you can tell me regular video games.
Well, I mean, I didn't play. The only one I played prior to getting into the EU was The Force Unleashed, and I played on the Xbox 360. Palpatine is in it. But back then, I hadn't seen him naked in Dark Empire, so I didn't know. I didn't know the potential.
So anyway, anyway, what about regular video game, Alex? Do you have one you're playing now? Do you play video games now?
It's so much harder to play video games now. I often read books so I can at least feel satisfied in completing something.
So what was one of your favorite games?
Growing up,
we talked about KOTOR a little bit, yeah.
That's so tough. I'd say Assassin's Creed, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and Mass Effect. Growing up for me.
Okay, Kermit, what were your non-Star Wars go-tos?
My non-Star Wars go-tos, they do end up connecting to Star Wars again. Like I said, I was working on a mod for since middle school. It's been for Gary's Mod, which
Gary's Mod, let's go.
Yeah, Gary's Mod's really cool, but it's a good or it's bad. It's based off of only what people make. So some people make stuff that's really not that fun. Some people make stuff that's really, really fun, and that's what I try to do.
It's based off of a game called Half-Life 2. It uses its resources, and you can make whatever you want in it.
Yeah, there's a whole Star Wars community over there that they've been doing stuff since the game's been out. But every single game mode, it's just you standing on a ship pretending to be a clone trooper, and that's really lame. So me and my buddy, it's like for 10 years now, we've been making this game where you can fly around ships, you can go to different planets. It's like a tabletop RPG, but in Star Wars and in Gary's Mod. So you can be a moisture farmer, you can be a bounty hunter, a smuggler, a doctor, anything. We took a lot of inspiration from Star Wars Galaxies, and it's been a lot of work, but it's awesome.
Okay, there you go. So Alex, question for you, since this is your stream. Which Assassin's Creed game is your favorite, and why is it Black Flag?
Well, it's not Black Flag. I'm sorry. It is a good one. It's going to be Assassin's Creed Revelations with older Ezio because of everything about it. Just Ezio's older. He's more mature. He's gone through a lot, and there's that amazing scene where this is going to make no sense to Matt, but there's a scene where he tries to talk to Desmond. He doesn't know who Desmond is, but he heard the name once before when he was a younger man, and he just knows that somebody's watching him in the future, and so he leaves some wisdom for him, and it's just it's always stuck with me since I was little.
Nice. Jamie, thank you, my friend. If you want to come on, say hello, you're welcome. Jamie is the board game man. I believe, Jamie, correct me if I'm wrong, what number was I on your subscriber list? Was I number 4? Was I number whatever? I was an early sub, I remember. I just can't remember. I remember I made a big deal out of it. But anyway, yeah. So Melissa likes Assassin's Creed 3 and
that one is during the Revolutionary War. It's very fun.
Okay, they're in 1776. I was number 9. Like
history.
Yeah. Thank you, Jamie. I was number 9. Jamie just got a game. I can't remember how you pronounce it, Jamie, but Icky or Ike or whatever. And I can't wait. I hope you do a review for it because I am kind of looking at that one. Question for Kermit, because this is his stream now. Do you
what's going on?
Do you ever play? Oh, it's Soul Calibur 4.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. For the Star Wars guest characters.
Yeah, I played that back in elementary school on my buddy's TV because I couldn't afford an Xbox. I think that's what I did. Yeah, it was a really fun game. It was awesome. Seeing like Yoda beat up an anime character is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was Soul Calibur that had the Star Wars characters. I remember when that came out. So I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. So there you go. All right. Any other questions for Kermit? Because he doesn't take many questions that often, but he's here today taking all your questions. I want to thank my special guest. I want to thank Kermit for allowing me to stream with him today.
Hey, thank you for letting me be here on this momentous occasion.
I mean, you're the big star here. Even Allison's getting questions. I'm telling you what, they're tired of me.
I'm gonna show my wife this. I'm sure she's so jealous.
I did want to say I'm really happy that you've made it to 9,000. I know you don't really care about subscribers like at all. It makes no difference to you, but honestly, you really deserve it. Anytime somebody asks me a question about the EU, your channel's the first thing I send them to. You know, I send them that behemoth of your Matt Expanded Universe pod playlist with 500 videos. You know, you're always want to go to, and you helped me get into love of the EU. When I was finding out about the EU, I found your channel. And, you know, the intro video stuck in my head. You talking to Yub Nub always stuck in my head. And, you know, you were part of my my EU journey. And without you, it wouldn't be the same. So thank you.
Absolutely.
The thing is, it's so funny that I got 500 because I didn't realize that till I was getting to I was at 470 or 450. And I was like, well, wait a minute. How many do I have left? I went, can I stop at 500? And sure enough, what were the odds? Now, I had to take all the 0.5 episodes I did previously and kind of straighten them back out. So I had to rework the numbers again because I'd skip Kermit. I would miss something, or and go back and do a 0.5, 0.75, 0.25 or whatnot. And so I straightened all those out and found out that was like X amount left. I was like, oh, dude, I'm going to get 500. I'm going to stop on episode 500. How cool is that? So it was not done on purpose when I started. I was just going to keep going until I did. And, of course, then reread I just finished and rewatch I just finished this year. So now we're doing the RPG. But that's the thing. There's so much. Everyone's like, what's going to happen next? Don't worry, guys. Plenty of 2026 is covered. And some of 2027 is covered for RPGs. And then from there, video games. That's going to take the rest of 2027. I got plenty of stuff to cover. You know,
and that'll be brand new for him. So super exciting for that.
Well, that will be brand new. And the thing is, I'm always looking for stuff that's new to me. And yes, the video game storylines are something I haven't seen before. So that's going to be something new to me. Now, every year, even including this year, ever since the Expanded Universe was declared non-canon, I keep finding new material every year that I have never found before. And so I'm very excited to see what's going to happen in 2026 because I don't have any clue of what's happening, what's coming out. And but I'm going to find something probably. And if not, I'll start watching some of the video games a little bit early to give me some new stuff. But I mean, seriously, for the next 2 years, I know at least for video games, I'll see some stuff. There is going to be a year eventually that's going to come and go where I haven't seen any new lore. I'm not talking about lost interviews or articles or something like that. For me, it's got to be somewhat story mode, which the video games are. But thankfully, I've been able to find something here and there, just little stuff. And, I'm still constantly looking. I found something by accident this year. I thought I had all of the gaming journal, the gaming playbooks, and some of them had short stories. There was one that had a short story, totally missed it. And I was playing around, showing something on Joe's website and said, wait a minute. Wait, this gaming guide has a short story, and just bought it for like $5 on eBay and got it in. It wasn't, I can't remember which one it was. It wasn't that much, but it was like a little, 3-page short story. I was like, okay, there we go. And I love that they did that. I think, was it Empire at War? That story, when they attack on Kashyyyk, when the Empire is they're enslaving the Wookiees on the planet Kashyyyk, and how the battle goes down with four-legged walkers. Sometimes Imperial officers getting thrown and screaming into the dark as they fall into the darkness of the jungle, and then nothing. They're screaming because something killed them down there. It was great. That was a great, every once in a while you'll come across a story and go, wow. like I know Tim mentioned X-Wing and TIE Fighter, and both the Steel Chronicles and the Farlander papers are good, decent reads. In fact, I got onto one eBay guy. He probably thought I was going nuts. He said, I do not use stock photos. I said, so everything I see will get, yeah. Well, he must have had several copies of it, but he sent me a copy without the Farlander papers, and I reamed him. I was like, dude, you promised Farlander papers. I wanted Farlander. You could have not shipped any of this crap to me. I want the Farlander papers. He went, okay, I'll send you one. He had several copies, and he just sent one, but some of them didn't come with the Farlander papers, but the one in the picture had it, and that's the only thing I wanted because that was the storyline. Even though one of the big books, I like how the big books, one of the big books for like Rebel Alliance or something like that, I can't remember what it's called, Rebel Command, it has Alliance Command or something. The whole how to do what is a story. It's one big story. As you're a cadet moving through the ranks, and the computer system is telling you, the character, how to play the game. They put the whole thing as a third-person adventure, and that is brilliant. You're reading an instruction book, how to play, but it's actually a novel, a hidden novel, and I thought that was just brilliant.
Is that an RPG book? That sounds awesome.
Hold on, I'll go get it, but let's see. Oh, Galactic Battlegrounds. Thank you, Rob. It was Galactic Battlegrounds. Yeah, it was so good. Yes, I got it. Not as good as you, Scott. Scott Johnson, you can come join too. It's open. It's open for everyone. I'm posting the link in the chat here. Let me go look at that. And folks, Alex is going to sing to you. Okay.
I'm gonna sing.
Yeah.
Sing something
Very
pretty.
mellow.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. Don't make the best of this
That's a
test
wonderful
and don't
idea.
ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. There's good writtens by Green Day.
I've got a wonderful little Star Wars book that you may have never seen.
What is it?
So I was at a used bookstore somewhat recently, and in the middle of a section that is somewhere that I never see anything, I found this it's like a Japanese Return of the Jedi book. It's like crazy 90s Japanese, and it's like I don't even. It's insane. It's got the pink stripes all over, but it's legit. It's insane.
Is it just like, what is it? Like, what is
It's
in it?
like if you're into graphic design and stuff. Like I can't read Japanese. It's all in
Oh,
all in
yeah.
Japanese, but it's all got like this insane early 90s graphic design, and it's like it looks like you're reading an anime, and it's got like it shows you behind the scenes of it's insane. All that I know is that I got this for an absolute steal of a deal, and it's if I could read Japanese, I'd be reading this. It's
Yeah.
insane. There's so many like written blueprints and like behind the scenes awesome stuff. It's crazy. Look at
I can sing in the
Return
end.
of
I'm not going
Jedi.
to, but
Okay, never mind. What is this? What are we showing here?
he found some new Star Wars material.
Did you sing
Japan.
Time of My Life again? You always sing that. Every time
What do
I
you mean?
ask you. I'm kidding. Anyway, so this is it, I think. Because the whole book it's TIE Fighter Wars or whatever, the official strategy guide, and it is just one novelization on how to play the game. But you're a cadet and it's so good. It's like the expanded. If you don't have the Steel Chronicles, you don't need it. This is basically it. And look how thick this thing is. And it reads like a book.
Those go for a crazy amount nowadays, or that's still affordable.
Oh wow. Yeah. Some of them you can get they're very affordable. Some
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, no, it's fun, and I want to say there was an X-wing one too, but I've got them in different spots. I was trying to not to be gone too long, but can he sing in the end? Please don't ask him to sing anymore.
Yeah, you have to go to karaoke with me if you want to hear me sing in the end. I can though, and I sing it pretty good.
Okay, all right. So what is your go-to karaoke song, Alex?
Oh, anything Green Day because it's the easiest for me to sing. So Good Riddance,
No.
Boulevard of
Shut
Broken Dreams.
What about you, Kermit? Do you have a go-to?
A go-to karaoke song? I think, yeah, I do. Every time I'm forced to sing karaoke, I sing "Girls" by the Beastie Boys, and I get a free drink every time.
I like it. It's a good choice.
It's a great choice. You just got to go up there and sing with your whole heart. You're good. Free drinks all night.
Yeah. I have a D drinks. I'll do it for free. No alcohol required. Because I know I can. Those ones I know I can sing confidently, so I'll do it. Like this was even my best because I came home from work, so and it was on the spot, so I wasn't prepared.
So mine is Guns N' Roses. It's probably
course.
going to be Welcome to the Jungle. Or
We got fun and games.
yes, or I don't know. Decrepit. What do you sing when you go karaokeing?
I do not karaoke.
You should start.
Well, if you get me drunk enough, I'll probably bust out some Buck Owens or David Allan Coe. Maybe I'm a country
there
boy.
you
All right, there we go.
There you go. There you go. No, it's
Country
gonna be
boy
welcome,
heart.
yeah. Welcome to the Jungle or Sweet Child of Mine. Actually, Sweet Child of Mine is a big one there. Probably Sweet Child of Mine. Though,
Nice.
if I keep singing, there's one time that's usually it's always a Guns N' Roses song. But I went to a karaoke night at my hotel when I was traveling, and every Thursday night, all these old people would dress up. I mean, suit and tie. The old ladies had sequin dresses, and they'd go out. They'd go to the restaurant, the hotel restaurant that had karaoke. They'd order steak, and then they'd sing. And they sang all the crooners, I can't remember all the, Dean Martin, the whatever, the sweet
Some
slow
Tom
song,
Jones in
and
there.
some Anne Murray's just ringing.
That
through
sounds
the
kind of
woods.
nice.
Sounds
Okay,
like a good
so
time.
I was like, what is going on? Why are they all here? And then I found out that they meet at that Holiday Inn, go to that restaurant and sing for karaoke every Thursday. I was like, no way. So then I have to change my repertoire. And I was like, okay, what do I know old school? Okay, I know James Taylor, thanks to Dad, and I know Barry Manilow, thanks to Mom. So I did Barry Manilow, and I sang it. I thought I did pretty good. And the man goes, hey, you keep it up, and you're going to be a good singer one day. So they're like, poor little kid. He wants to sing. Because, I mean, they took it seriously. And every Thursday night, and I mean, on Thursday night, I don't remember why I was eating at the hotel. Oh, I know. I hate driving around Dallas. I didn't want to go anywhere. So I ate at a hotel restaurant. But on Thursday night, when I started getting, knowing my way around, I was not leaving my hotel on Thursday night. Because Thursday night, I started the next time I flew in to town, I brought a suit. I wanted to hang out with these old people because they had such a good time.
When in Rome.
Yeah, when in Rome. It was really
Very
good.
nice. Very cool.
That version is missing the bonus missions. You got the wrong TIE Fighter guide. Well, Scott, send me the right one. I have the Steel Chronicles too. I have a few others in my because I used to order them in bulk, Scott. So I'll look and see because I have a few others. But I felt that they were repetitive. I didn't get rid of them. I just put them in a box up in the attic. A few years ago, I got so many Dark Horse Star Wars comics, 50 cents, 25 cents. Oh, wow, that's nice. Matt, is the Ewok theme song your go-to? We are the E.
Oh,
We're the spirit.
I can break out into some yub nub.
There you go.
I
Decrepit,
don't
how are
think
you?
that song aged very well. I'll be real.
What was that?
I completely forgot how the Ewoks theme song went, and I showed my wife. Like she watched it when she was a kid, and both of us did. And we watched it, and we completely forgot the theme song. And we were like, "Wow, that we didn't like it. We did not like the theme song. Show's all right, but the theme song killed us."
Dude, I haven't watched that in years.
It's a good time. It's not as good as Droids, but it's a good time.
Yeah, it isn't as good as Droids.
Childhood era stuff.
So Kermit, you don't make videos, do you?
Not yet. I'm going to start
Yeah.
soon because
Oh.
Let's go. That's what I was hoping to hear. That's what I love to hear whenever because you say you haven't read that much. Anytime
Yeah.
I find somebody that hasn't read stuff, I always encourage them. Make Instagram posts, make Facebook posts, or make YouTube videos. because
Yeah, I've
I
always
got to
started,
live
wanna do
vicariously
that.
through people who haven't read it. You know,
I want to throw my hat in the ring.
you
There was
should.
a lot of people, like obviously Matt Wilkins, the expanded universe greatest of all time in my opinion. Another guy, Jonathan Cohn, he's a very good
Yes, I love Jonathan Cohn.
book reviewer in the space, and it just I'd like to start getting into it. I think I got something to bring to the table. Video games, all that. Just a fun thing to do on the side.
It is.
No,
It's
I
a fun.
think you should. You got your debut right here.
Exactly. There you go. First.
Hang on, I'll type
Now-
something in the chat.
Now here's what
Yeah.
Now here's what usually happens. You start off with me, and then your channel just goes nuts. Ryan Kennel had a few hundred subs when I met him, and
Now look at him.
Well, that's not true because I'm still where I'm at.
Scoundrels Cantina took off. A few board game channels took off.
No such thing as coincidence. It's all Matt. It's all orchestrated.
Mhm.
And
Just
I made one joke about Naked Palpatine one time, he made sure my channel did not grow.
I'm honestly very surprised there hasn't been like some type of big YouTuber that like shouted out, your channel. I'm very surprised about that because usually whenever a YouTuber is like in the game for a long time, one of the first in their craft, you have people, being like, check this guy out. But I don't think that you've gotten that. It's surprising to me, honestly. I feel like maybe like what's his name? Whoever.
I got a little. I was really a relative unknown, and then got my bump a while back doing my defending the EU videos. And I remember Tristan, who has been on the channel a few times and was with me in Dallas. I remember the first time I ever saw a video of someone else mentioning my name. I stood up straight. I was watching videos in my bed, and this kid was just talking about how I talk about the expanding. I was like, oh, right on. And then he goes, oh, yeah. And there's this guy called Matt Wilkins. You got to watch his channel. And I was like, whoa. I stopped. I rewind. I listened to it again. It's like, he said my name? What? And I woke up my wife. Was like, listen. She went, how does he know who you are? I said, I don't know. She went, Matt, how do you know how to see your videos? I said, I don't know. And I was doing just like stupid, just fun little videos here and there. Nothing that serious. And like what I did, I used to do board game reviews, but I didn't review it. I was just showing other people how to play the game when they came over to my house. And I'd include house rules, but I didn't mention they were house rules. And I got eaten alive on one of my videos. When my channel started growing, people started checking out some of my old reviews and went, that is not how the game is played. And I was like, but then I got mad. It's like, why are you watching my videos? This is not for you. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking like that back in the day. I was like, why? And I mean, Alex said the quiet part out loud. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I'm fine with that. One of my jobs, well, it may still be later on, is to edit and work on videos at work. And I just don't have the time at home because I've got 2 sets of twins. And that's what I spend most of the time with. Even
He's
though
got real responsibilities.
I did spend an
Me.
hour. I did spend an hour or so putting that stupid video together. And then once I rendered it, then I saw there's a ton of mistakes I had it on it. It's like, no, but it's too late. Screw it. I'm going on.
Also, Andreas, I have been on Nazo's channel. Me and Jonathan Cohen have discussed New Jedi Order with him. So maybe
Oh, really?
I don't know if you haven't seen that, but I do know who Nazo is. I met him at the first Legends Con as well. Him and his dad.
I'm so mad I never got to go to a Legends Con. Me and my wife were getting ready to buy tickets and all that for this one this year.
Yeah.
And then we got word that it was canceled before we
Yeah.
bought anything, thank goodness. But that was, now there's nothing.
Real sad
Kind of a
story.
bummer.
The cancellation of that one.
Yeah. Real sour spot this year.
Yeah,
But
I was
that's
in
okay.
Texas to visiting my brother for that, just for that, and yeah, rug pull.
Yeah. So what was this? I forgot what I was going to ask. You said ever heard of the guy Nazo? Okay. I don't know what I was going to say to that. Yeah, Alex guest stars on a lot of channels. He gets
I'm
around.
just such a friendly guy.
Ooh, I've got a Matt question, and a really question to anybody in here who might know.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Obviously, you have the complete collection, the Piece of Resistance and all that. You got every book. I've got a very good collection going, but some are very hard to find. Do you have any tips or tricks for the aspiring collector?
No, I mean, nowadays, if you travel a lot, if you're on the road, flea markets, antique stores, sometimes they have books. Sometimes people just dump their collection. They don't know what they have.
Yeah.
That's where you can probably get the best deals these days. eBay just wants to pay top dollar. Also reach out to communities. I don't know where, but I mean, there could be some people with some books they'd be willing to get rid of. I know I was, it's funny because some of these, especially the harder ones. Oh, this is the other thing. And get it no matter how. If it has the Legends banner on it, who cares? If it's cheaper, get it. Just get it. Save that money to buy something that's not been reprinted. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you can get the digital copy illegally, I don't even care. Get it. I mean, I remember I'm part of a group text. Scott Johnson's on there, and they talked about how maybe the Star Wars Insider may reprint all of their Star Wars shorts in book form. They did some of their the best of, but those are very hard to find, tracking down all those Star Wars Insider issues. So a nice collection, omnibus collection, maybe 3 or 4 volumes of all the short stories they ever printed would sell like hotcakes. You'd also have to include the 6 stories from the Star Wars Gamer and stuff like that. But that would be nice. But I have a digital copy of what's it called? The one I can't find. Well, I won't pay that much for. Imprint.
Right?
That's one I'm trying to get my hands on like crazy. You can't even find it for sale.
No. And the last time it sold for, Alex, correct me if I'm wrong, it was north of 500.
That sounds right, but I don't remember.
It was 400 and something when I just stopped. I was like, I would offer 20.
And honestly, it's not worth it. It's not that impressive of a short story.
But the thing is, for stuff like that, get the digital copy and just make a book out of it. Or, Alex, are my books still on Amazon? The collection of short stories and stuff.
Last time I checked.
Okay.
Which was like a few months back.
Well, Kermit's face froze just as he was about to say something.
He's too excited.
There it is. Yeah, Kermit, if someone can give the link to some of those, because I collected a bunch of that stuff. The first one, not as much. The first volume was basically some of my favorite fan fiction. But the rest of the novels, I started collecting that stuff and just putting it in print form just so I could have it. And, some of it's just some hard stuff to find or whatnot that I say, well, I just want a digital copy and you can print out your own on Lulu or something. And to me, just go the cheapest route that you can, but also be patient, because sometimes, especially for the very expensive ones, that's going to be very hard. And I just wish, I'll be honest, if you can find it digital, there used to be in my original videos, one of the 3 Easter eggs I had in there was, during that show was I'd always, if it was something that was hard to find, I'd always mention that Yub Nub wants bologna. He's a hungry Ewok. Because there was a site called Hungry Ewok that had everything.
I remember.
And so, but I didn't want to make that big a deal out of it because eventually the site got shut down.
It did.
But
so sad.
That was one of my, the other one was that obviously I had light cider the entire time in those videos.
Yes.
Now people can see it. It's there at the very, and I had it to the side folded down. But there was Noah was really, he figured it. He found out when I admitted I had it. He went through all my videos, found a video where it actually is showing. I filmed it from the side and forgot to hide it. And no one noticed. But he pointed it out like an X-Files reference, like Matt's had it this whole time. Because it was one of my earlier videos, and I just stood up and I was filming my shelf from the side, and you could see part of the light cider cover and everything. And Jeremy and Dylan found out about it because they came to visit me. And I told the guy who gave it to me, I said, hey, I have company coming over. I don't want to hide this book from him. Can I just tell him and swear him to secrecy? He went, sure. And so I let him look over I said, hey, pull that book out. And Jeremy pulled it out and goes, whoa, whoa. And Dylan immediately took it. He went, he said, I'm going to read this for the next hour. Y'all can do whatever you want. And Jeremy goes, I want to read it next. I want to read it next. And I was like, yeah. But the original editor had reached out to me and said, "Hey, I got a secret for you." He said the book
That's
exists.
crazy.
And do you know who else knows the book exists and thinks it's a big secret, but he tells people? What's his name? Oh no, I lost his name. The artist. The artist who does all the great covers. Oh, my brain. Where'd my brain go today? Get out of here. He did Crimson Empire, Dark Empire.
Dave
I was
Dorman.
just reading.
What?
Dave
I was just
Dorman.
reading that.
Dave Dorman. Dave Dorman. Thank you, Scott. Dave Dorman and Alex. Dave Dorman. So Dave Dorman said, he said he actually wrote a short story. We just never got it out there. And I was like, oh, really? And I wanted to tell him, dude, I got it. But
so
Dave
cool.
Dorman would tell people, as a matter of fact, he said, he actually wrote a story in between 2 and 3, but it never got printed. He said, I remember seeing it and I was supposed to do some artwork for it. And I was like, I can't say I have it. Now, I don't have the only copy of Escape from Daegu that I know is out is Chris Nelson's copy.
Someone has a copy?
Yeah, you should bug Chris Nelson for it.
Wow. That's cool.
That's got to leak eventually. It's only a matter of time.
Well, I don't think it will. Does it? Oh, shoot. Should I say this now? Heart of the Jedi is back out on Amazon.
What it is?
Yeah.
What's that? I'm not privy.
Paperback. Type it in on Amazon. It's there now. I don't know how long it'll be up, but yeah.
Probably not long.
Yeah, if you want to get a copy, go ahead.
If you want a copy, get it now.
I think Scott said it was pretty good.
I already have my copy, so I don't need another one. But good to know it's out there for more people.
And to piggyback off of what Matt said, also another great way that you guys can find these books is go check out your local Goodwills and, like he said, the antique shops and the vintage stores. I actually picked up quite a few paperback copies of Jedi Academy and Legacy of the Force, actually from Christian bookstores and Christian thrift stores. So
it's pretty cool.
Those out as well. Got those for like about 25 cents, 50 cents a piece.
Nice.
I just went to I'm in this acting class, and one of the girls in my acting class, she has like a small band, and she was doing this thing in a vinyl store in Hollywood. So I made a drive out there, and in the vinyl store they had books for sale. And I found a couple Dark Nest books. I found the thing I did take, the only thing I did buy, because I already have that, was they had forget which one it was, but it's one of the Young Jedi Knights books for $5. So I took it. Because I don't really have any of the physical copies of those. They're all digital copies of it. So
nice, cool.
You can find it in places like that all the time.
Yeah.
Also Facebook Marketplace too. Facebook
Great place to
Oh,
find it.
really?
Yeah. I've just typed in books on Facebook Marketplace, searching in my local area, and you just see like, well, at least in my case, I just saw like a Star Wars book peeking out, and I was like, how many of those you got? And I ended up picking up like 15 hardcovers off of this guy because he didn't know what to do with them.
That's nice.
Yeah, I got really lucky in that regard. But
Shut up.
always check them out, guys.
Yeah, that's my best advice. And like I said, cheap. I'm still trying to get some. I know my goal is to get everything in hardback, even if I have to print it out myself in hardback. I did a bunch of. I remember one Christmas. I showed all the hardback versions of the novels, like all the Rogue Squadron and stuff like that. I got in hardback and stuff like that. And then they cut me out of the file. The guys did, 'cause they thought that was exposing them. I said, no one knows how I got it. No one knows.
Oh no.
But I'd like to go ahead and get like the Star Wars missions all in one omnibus, the episode 1, episode 2 adventures from Scholastic, from their book club.
Yeah, getting like the Jedi Apprentice series in hardcover, that'd be crazy. That'd be awesome. I'm just
It
now
would be just
collecting
nice to
like
have
I just
digital
got like
copies.
18 yesterday. There's so many of them.
So they have Jedi Quest and the Last of the Jedi, like on Kindle, but they don't have Jedi Apprentice. It's really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I did print out all the Star Wars Clone Wars online comic books. I still got them in a binder, but the file is gone. The file that I printed them out on was on an old computer. This is back before cloud. And I guess I didn't transfer it. I thought I always did. I thought I was you put it on something back in the day or transfer it or on a floppy disk, not floppy disk, but a USB or something like that. But I don't have it. I don't have the file anymore. But I'm glad I printed because I used to save all that stuff that came out from hyperspace and I'd go to Kinko's and just print it all out. So yeah, I don't know what are some of the rarest things you found?
Ooh, great question. I was actually showing one off right before you came back. I found this
that's
crazy.
honestly what triggered me hopping in this because I was like,
Oh,
let me
is it?
look at that book, dude. I've never
me get
seen
the
that
lights
book at
on
all.
here.
I've never seen that
So-
book before.
From what I can gather, not sure if this is going to pick up very well. This is like a Japanese
That is crazy.
Return of the Jedi book. Try to get that in there.
Oh, hold on. I'll blow this up. Hold on. Let's give you the floor here. Let's see this.
Yeah, so it's a
Look at that.
Japanese Return of the Jedi book. It's got like the most Japanese stuff ever. I've tried to find it on, eBay as one does to see if it was a good deal because it's $50 in the store, and it's going for like $300 or $500 on all types of stuff.
No
Wow.
way.
It has like the first like 10% of the book is printed on this really nice like magazine type paper, and it's got, if you're a fan of like graphic design and if you're a fan of like really cool old 90s like 80s layouts of stuff,
Yeah.
it's all very, very well done, looks very, very Japanese. And the more you flip through, the more like, if you spoke Japanese, there's like guaranteed some really cool stuff in here. There's, I assume, interviews with some of the actors and George Lucas. There's like over 1,000 pages, it feels like. Maybe not that many, like 500 pages. You've got like blueprint designs of medical droids and IG-88. You've got an unbelievable amount of stuff in here. I just wish I could, read it.
That is so
you've got-
cool, man.
I don't want to crank it open, break the spine on it, but
of course.
it's amazing. It's got a dust cover on it. Really is awesome stuff. I've also got hardcovers, like all the hard to find hardcovers for the Legacy of the Force. No, the New Jedi Order. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Ninja Order. Okay.
All those
Wow.
hardcovers are hard to find. I got those off of a great flea market find from a guy that was a lot like Watto. He was like, so you like Star Wars? And we're like, oh, yeah, big fan of
Only
Star
money.
Wars. And he was like, yeah, a guy died and I got all this stuff from him. You want it? And I was like, sure, buddy. That's really, you can be a little bit friendlier about it, maybe. And he was like, yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan. And he gave me this bookmark that had a little metal Millennium Falcon on it. He was like, see this? This is one of those, this is that Starfighter, right? I was like, yeah, that's the Starfighter, buddy.
You really sound
You're a
like
real
it,
big
bud.
fan. You can name the Millennium Falcon. He was
That's
just a
a Starfighter.
scumball, absolute sleazeball, that guy.
Well, good thing you took it
That's
off his
wonderful.
hands.
Yeah. He was, I checked him again. He was like, I was actually more into Star Trek. I was like, oh, like Picard?
Ooh.
And he said, who? I was like, what are you talking about?
I love those guys. I love those guys.
Gave me a good deal, so that's fine by
Star
me.
Wars. Yeah, is
Oh.
that the one with the blue? Is that Avatar? No, it's something. It's not. Yeah, it was like when the missus was on that one time a long time ago when Rogue One had come out, and they said, "What do you think about Rogue One?" And my wife just looked at me and went, "Are they talking about the new Nissan car?" Because they called it the Rogue One in honor of the movie, and she saw the commercial for the Rogue One, but didn't know what the movie was. And the chat absolutely went nuts. They loved it, and they kept saying, "Yeah, Rogue One Nissan car." And she went, "That's not it." And she went, "What is that?" I went, It's a car." So she Googled it, and the car came up somehow, and she went, "Yeah, it's just a Nissan car." I said, "Yeah, it's really nice. Can you give us your thoughts on it?" And I kept laughing. She went, "It's something. You better tell me." I said, "No, it's the car. What are you talking about?" I thought it was so funny. She had no
Prime.
idea.
Prime
that it was
opportunity.
Yeah, a new movie coming out. Now, she went and saw episode 7 when it came out because she thought it was going to be great. And she hated BB-8.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Wow.
BB-8 was supposed to be the new cute replacement
Yeah,
for R2.
yeah, man.
And she loves R2, and she went, BB-8 was dumb. I didn't like him. Everyone's saying he's better than R2. He's not. I was okay. And she never went and saw episode 8 or 9.
Good for her.
But Yeah, but she was into the hype at first, and she's like, "Would you?" I said, "I'm not gonna go see that crap." She went, "Would you mind if I go see it?" I said, "I don't care. You can go see it. It's fine." Because I didn't care back then. Even my brother, who told me it's excellent, you should see it. The next week, he came back and said, "I take it back. It's a terrible movie." I said, "Why'd you change your mind?" He went, "The movie fooled me." He said, "I just started thinking about the plot and everything. It's the laziest plot script I've ever thought about." He said, "So lazy." So he said, once I started thinking, I said, "Yeah, Prometheus was the one that fooled me because I loved Prometheus when I got it. I was like, man, that's pretty good." And then I started thinking, well, nothing made sense.
I
Nothing
still
made
like
sense.
Prometheus. I
You know,
I think it is a flawed masterpiece. Much better than how they try to pivot to Alien Covenant to fix it, and it's worse in every way, shape, and
Alien
form.
Covenant is
Oh,
so
don't get me
bad.
started on Alien franchise, bro.
Yeah, it's really bad. What was the hold on, have I talked about it yet? I think it just came
I have
out.
not touched Alien
Yeah.
Earth though, or the
So
new
on-
Predator movie. I don't care.
Yesterday, I what was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. Monday, Prince of the Universe hit. We talked about Peacemaker and Alien Earth. And so if you want to hear my full thoughts on it, you can go there. But Alien Earth was just, I mean, it's so weird. It's so weird. It had some good stuff in there, but once again, as I predict, they stretch it all out. Someone had a good idea that said, okay, well, we need to stretch this out to 8-10 episodes, dude.
Yeah.
What you're talking about is if it would have gone like 2 episodes or something like that, big episodes like BBC or something, it would have been decent. But they have to stretch things out and give you a big nothing burger for most of it. Like you could literally cut that down to 2 to 3 episodes and not miss a thing, but I hate that. And like Welcome to Derry is even worse.
Well,
Yeah,
I like it so far. I don't know.
Oh, Alex, no, you do not.
Well, listen, I haven't read the book. I've only seen all the adaptations, but listen.
Is there a book?
Seeing the mom in episode 2 with the womb, that was some wild stuff. I haven't seen stuff like that since the 80s. That was pretty. Pretty cool.
No. They're doing some crazy kills and stuff like that. No, I get that, but the thing is, they keep teasing the clown.
Yeah. Well, I think he's showing up next episode.
Oh,
I
don't care. I don't care. I think just please.
Pennywise is a shapeshifter.
Take a good idea and stretch it out for an entire season and make it so slow. I'm having more fun. I'm watching Highlander, the TV show, season 1, which is arguably one of their worst seasons. I'm having more fun watching that. I look forward to watching that. I'm on season 10 right now. I just started it before this stream went. That's more exciting to me than the next episode of It. Welcome to It.
Well, that's fair enough. I love the intro song. I'm having a fun time, but that's okay. Teach their own.
So you're exactly right. Alien Earth was like, now that's what I call music. At the end of the episode, they're hitting all these popular songs. You're going, ooh, I know this song. I can sing along with it. But then you realize it's trying to make you happy that, oh, that was a good episode because I had a good jingle on the way out. And then you realize, wow, they could have summed up everything in like 10 minits.
Well, Matt,
also, I did like Alien Romulus. I thought it was okay as well. It was not fantastic, but it was a lot better than I was I was expecting absolute poopy, and I got it's okay.
Alex,
Jesus
Alex,
Christ.
I'm giving the talking stick to Decrepit now.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
Go ahead.
I just hopped in to just chat a little bit.
No. He just wants me to go.
I want you to talk. I want you to talk now, Decrepit. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, like, the key word you said is stretching, and that's how I felt about the entire Alien franchise after the second film.
That's true.
Everything after Alien and Aliens is just like they just milk it and
super fair. However, Aliens 3 isn't that bad of a film. The last time I saw it, it's got some bad CGI, unfortunately, and it's not as good. But they went they went a different direction. Good for them. It just wasn't the best. It did have some good moments. But and then 4 had some good characters, and I enjoyed the characters on the ship, but I thought the ending was atrocious. I mean, you talk about it's like when that Olympic skater has been doing good the whole time, and they're about to show you their final big trip, flip or spin, but instead they just flat out just bite the ice. Just face plant. That's exactly what Alien 4 is to me. It's like, oh, I'm enjoying because you got characters, right? You should care about the crew. And I felt like I cared about that crew. And then the ending was just so bad. But yeah, I mean, David Fincher did get overruled on a lot of things he wanted to do that they didn't, sadly. But it could have been great. But yeah, I mean, Alien 2 Aliens is the best by far.
Yeah, I feel that, like, because my brother, he tried to save it for me and say, oh, like, watch the director's cut, it like will save it for you. And I tried to watch the director's cut, and I'm like, I don't know, man, like, killing Newt off in the beginning in the escape pod just kind of really ruins it for me, in my opinion. And like with the prison asteroid and her, like, I get, like, the whole thing, there is good moments. And like with Ripley, like having like kind of pseudo romance with one of the prisoners, and the whole like storyline of like, oh, we can't let, because the queen's inside of her and you can't let it escape. Like that's good motivation. But I don't know. It just feels kind of like it falls flat as far as like performance and standing up to like what came before. And I don't know. I feel like it just personally didn't need to be made. But then I also like have a guilty pleasure watching Alien Resurrection. Like I'll watch that and leave it on as like background noise because I'm like, this movie is awesome. I just like watching the nonsense in that one. So, but yeah, and Prometheus, it's cool.
Saying a movie doesn't need to be made though.
Well, I think Cobra Kai did it right by honoring the movies and doing something better. And I think everyone thought, hey, that's what we can do. We can expand through TV shows, but give them nothing. I mean, when was the last time one of these new TV shows, besides Willow, Alex, has done anything for the franchise? I know you're going to say Willow. You love Willow too.
Andor was pretty good.
I never watched Willow. I had no interest. I passively like the movie, and I still need to read the books that are technically sequels sometime. But I have no interest in the TV shows. I got no horse in that race.
Wow.
All right, I hear you.
I don't think there has been. I mean, Cobra Kai did a good job, and then Karate Kid Legends just pooped all over it.
Is that the movie?
That's the movie. It's horrible.
I never saw it. So I guess I don't need to now.
It's so terrible. It's such a letdown. But they took all the goodwill that Cobra Kai built up with the fandom and just threw it in the trash. Yeah. And the thing is, I'm almost to I am at the point. Don't make any more. Don't make a reboot. Don't make a TV show. Don't make a whatever. I never even saw the Willow series. Now you can't see it at all. But the thing is, though, I never wanted to. Willow's a great movie. Please don't ruin it for me. And, you know, what I hear wasn't good. And it was so bad, they've taken it off Disney Plus, a place that wants content. But honestly, if the numbers were that low that no one's watching it, they will eventually drop stuff like that. And that means it was so bad, no one was watching it. So that's what and like Wheel of Time. No, man, I couldn't even make it through the first season. I love Wheel of Time. Go ahead.
Tell me I would just say I haven't watched the show. I have no interest. And I have no interest in the show for the same reason that I am 5 books into Wheel of Time, and I'm like, it's just okay. I don't get. People are like, it's the greatest thing since Lord of the Rings, and I don't understand it. I just don't. But maybe when I finish it, I'll have like an epiphany. But it's like I'm forcing myself every time I open the book to read it, and I keep finding excuses to read anything else.
Yeah,
that's all.
And then what about are you watching Rings of Power still?
Well, I mean, I watched season 2, but there's no new seasons. But listen, I promised Joe I would watch it because I'm not a hypocrite, and I sat down and I kept my promise. I forget why I promised it and what was the conditions, but I had to own up to it. So I watched it, and season 1 is atrocious, and season 2, there are parts of it that are atrocious, but the guy that plays Sauron and the guy that makes the rings, Celebrimbor, they're 2 really good actors, and I enjoyed their scenes. And that's the most I could say about season 2, that they had really good individual scenes together. and it was really cool to see Sauron like he is in the Silmarillion like actually get to walk and talk, because we only ever see him in the films as a you don't even like the films, so you but he's just like he's nothing in the films. He's no personality. He's nothing. So
Okay, so
it was
can I ask
nice
you
to
this,
see it.
Alex? Can I ask you this?
Huh?
Did you play the Shadow of Mordor video game or Shadow of War by
I did play
chance?
those, yes. Even though those aren't
And
canon, I had fun with them.
they're not canon. Is that because of the show retcons it?
No, it's not because of the show. It's because they contradict the books.
I see.
Yeah,
'Cause
I mean, it takes
felt
place
the
in like.
I felt the video games were much better than anything the show was trying to give us.
I mean, I can
personally.
agree with that.
It's
but
funny
then
'cause-
again, I can't be a hypocrite because I haven't read the Silmarillion. So
Well,
I
just so you
mean,
know, Matt only likes the books and he hates the movies, which are like universally praised. So just take
Yeah.
his opinions of it with a grain of
But,
salt.
I mean, the thing is, you laugh, but if you look at whoever's deeper into the Tolkien lore, you'll find that they don't like any of the other stuff either. So I'm kind of in this super snobby. Like I saw an interview with a guy who worked with Christopher Tolkien, and he came out with a book of J.R. Tolkien used to answer questions for some Italian or French magazine. He got those interviews and actually where Tolkien was expounding upon the lore and basically fit in some more of the lore and had a new book of lore ready. So anyone who's worked with the Tolkien family, and they asked him in this interview, so are you interested in the Rings of Power? And it was almost as if they said, hey, do you want to see the picture of the poop I just made after eating all you can eat Mexican? Because he went, no, I have no interest in that. He went, well, did you like the movies? He went, not really. And I was like, I'm buying this guy's book. I'm buying this guy's book. And it was
you were
pretty
like
good.
sold.
But the people who were really focused on the lore with, who follow Christopher Tolkien, who followed any of those people, you'll find they're extremely snobby. I'll admit, snobby like me, and don't like it. But that's because the books mean a whole lot to me.
Yeah, I'm much.
I mean,
I
the books are
much
incredible,
deeper of a
and
Star Wars fan.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Decrepit.
Nah, go for it.
No, I was just saying, like, yeah, the books are very beloved, so I understand. I mean, they have Tolkien's the grandfather of fantasy. Any fantasy series you get into now, it's thanks to him. I mean, there's other people before him with sword and sorcery, like Conan the Barbarian and stuff like that, but it's really Tolkien that's made fantasy what it is. So I get why people get so protective about it.
I'm totally a surface level when it comes to Lord of the Rings. I'm much more of a Star Wars guy when it comes to like deep lore and
I mean,
books
me
and
too.
what
I've
have
read the
you.
Silmarillion, but I still wouldn't call myself like an expert on the lore.
Well, you're way more than I am. I'll admit it. I just know when I watched a few episodes of the TV show, I was like, man, the video game is so much better than this.
No, season one, aesthetically, writing wise, it's all horrendous. What I will say is I think in terms of people portraying Elrond, look, I like Hugo Weaving as much as the next guy, but honestly, the guy in the Rings of Power is doing a much better job portraying Elrond than Hugo Weaving did. And I think that's just an objective fact. Like if you watch the two of them act, like you're like, oh yeah, this other guy. I mean, the show might be shit, but like he's a good Elrond. Like I mean, at least from what I've read of Elrond, I don't know all those little intricacies of his character, but I like his performance as Elrond. So.
And yes, I've heard. Looking at the chat, I've heard of the new Harry Potter show. I've always wanted them to have a TV show. I thought about that when they were doing the movies. I went, man, these kids are already 18 by the time the third movie rolled out. This is not working. And so I thought they should have done a TV show. But now that they're doing one, I don't want it. I mean,
they've already ruined my Percy Jackson, so
no one knows how to honor the script, and these TV shows go so off book, thinking they're smarter than the author who wrote the best-selling novel. I can't stand it. Silmarillion is kind of a hard read for
it's like the Bible
in a way, but it's interesting. It's just about.
Well, I've read the Bible twice, so.
Well, you might be there's literally genealogies, except like, I mean, okay, well, if you don't believe the Bible's true, then there's just a bunch of fake names in that too. But like, regardless, like there's a lot of sections that are just names, just like the Bible. You're like, oh my god, like
Well,
this is like a
look,
fictional
anyone-
world. They're
somebody
giving me
can correct
loads
me
and
if
loads
I'm
of names I
wrong.
won't remember by the time they're
someone
relevant,
can-
unless I'm a hardcore nerd. Like there's no way. You just sit there trying to piece it all together. I mean, some of
Well,
it's
somebody
easy
can-
to get through, but other parts of it are difficult. So
Yeah. But yeah, and I do drink my Earl Grey, Matthew, with my pinky toe out, pinky out when I'm reading Tolkien. I do, because I'm that big of a snob. I know that. All right, so
it's
I'm
okay. I'm
gonna
a
cut
bit
it
of a snob. I
there.
write Blood Meridian. So
I'm gonna cut it there. I'm not gonna
Sorry.
have Alex back on. I want to thank
That's fair.
Alex, Decrepit, and the new rock star, of course, of YouTube now, Kermit, who's gonna go ahead and notice I didn't make one frog joke the entire time. So there you go.
Thank you.
You're gonna say, "Where's Miss Piggy?"
Yeah, 'cause it's not, yeah, that's not because he hears it all the time, obviously.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, folks, y'all have a wonderful evening. I don't know when I'm going to do the other streams yet. We are going to do. I'm thinking about watch throughs for the first 6 movies, episodes 1 through 6, and then after that, I do have one special guest lined up. The clue is it's someone who's been on before, but the last time they were on, I think, was when I did 8,000 or 7,000. So they're coming back on, and then one other one I'm trying to get a guest on, or if not, just end with another stream like this. But I'm going to try to do it at different times. I know some people are available at different times and different days, so we'll try to do that too. But anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for 9,000, and we'll see you next time